Okay, so this is going to be the spoiler ending explain of Marvel's Avengers Infinity War. Now, so I'm going to say it one more time. I'm going to give you one more time. Spoiler, spoiler, I am spoiling the Infinity War. I am spoiling Infinity War. Once again, spoiling already. Of course, you've seen tons of videos on YouTube already if you've already seen the film. So, once again, spoilers. So, at the end of Infinity War, since a lot of people, some of my friends who are not comic book readers and, you know, just people in general, like I said in the theater, that I said in the last video, people in general were asking me what's going on, why did they end it this way, and what does it mean? So, at the end of Infinity War, we see that Thanos has acquired all the Infinity Stones. Thor's Stormbreaker did not work. He should have aimed for the head, Thor. I mean, come on, if you're gonna kill somebody, Thor, the head, buddy, the head. This is not gonna work. It's Thanos, for God's sakes. So Thanos, his fingers, and half of humanity and just of the universe is deleted. We see the death of, let's start from the beginning. We see the death, there's plenty of deaths here. Let's start from the really beginning of the movie. We had Idris Elba's character Heimdall die. Then we had Loki that's died. Then we have Gamora and the Collector. I believe the Collector's dead, but the Collector's dead. We didn't really see the Collector's full death because Thanos was using the reality gem, so maybe the Collector just gave it to him. Thanos let him live. We don't know. So I'm assuming the Collector's dead. Then we had Gamora, and then Thanos snaps his fingers, and well, before he snaps his fingers, he kills Vision. And then he snaps his fingers, so we see the death of Bucky Barnes, we see the death of Falcon, we see the death of the Black Panther, we see the death of some of the Wakanda citizens. We see the death of Spider-Man, Doctor Strange, StarLord, Mantis, and Drax. If I missed anybody, just put it in the comments below. And what happens is that after that, we see this scene that a lot of people had questions about. We see Thanos talking to a child, Gamora, and Gamora is saying, is it done? And Thanos says, yes. And she said, what was the price? He said, everything. And people are trying to understand, what was this scene? Well, here's my theory on this. If you look at the background, the full background of where they're at, the background is the same color as the Soul Stone. So my theory is that Gamora has become the Soul Stone. Her soul is in the Soul Stone, because if you remember, Red Skull said that you have to trade a life for the Soul Stone. So it's quite possible that the life you trade, once you trade that life gets transferred into the Soul Stone. And I think because once Thanos snapped, that he was able to go into the Soul Stone and talk to Gamora and say that it's done, his mission is complete and everything else. Now, a lot of people also had questions about why Doctor Strange gave up the Time Gem, the Time Stone. Well, when you think about it, before the Infinity War movie did a lot of foreshadowing. They did a hell of a lot of foreshadowing. And one of the foreshadowings was, he said to Tony Stark, Doctor Strange said to Tony Stark, he said, look, if I had to choose between you, the kid, or the Time Gem, I'm going to choose the Time Gem, and you guys are going to basically die. So that perception changed once he took into the future and saw 14,185 outcomes, correct me if I'm wrong, saw those outcomes, and then he realized, okay, maybe the outcome that he saw was that he had to give the Time Gem up and Stark had to live, because Thanos was about to kill Stark. So at the end, the last words that Doctor Strange says to Tony, he said, Tony, there was no other way. Now, if there only seems to be one outcome when they're one out of 14 million, maybe that this one outcome, all the Avengers, half of the Avengers had to die. Meaning that Tony had to survive, Doctor Strange had to give up the Time Gem, and Thanos had to succeed in order for this outcome to take its course. We do not know what Doctor Strange saw, so maybe in the fourth movie we're going to see that. And for those who want to don't understand why they ended abruptly, it's simple, because obviously there's a part 2 coming to this next year in May. I believe May 19th. So when it comes to Thanos, he completed his mission. He's just said, you know what, I just want to sit down and watch the sunrise. Thanos' ideology is basically, it's kind of a social commentary on overpopulation. Now, that's a problem that some humans, people in the government and various governments and people in position of power of the elite feel that that's a huge problem. There's probably too many people on the planet, and what Thanos' theory is that because there's too many people, things are not balanced. Have too much and things in society will collapse. So for him, mass genocide is the way to balance it. And just if we kill half of the world or half of the universe, things will be balanced. That way it's not tipping over to one side to the other. So that's Thanos' crazy psychotic theory, and that's basically his whole premise of existing and just really trying to accomplish this mission, because he has seen it from various worlds that he destroyed, that when it's 50-50, things are balanced and society will not crumble. So that's why he's really after the Infinity Stones compared to the comic book, when he's just basically trying to impress Lady Death, who's owned by Fox right now. So until that deal is matched, we won't see Lady Death anywhere. So that's basically the ending. Now, I said I was going to talk a little bit about people's disappointment in StarLord. When he finds out that Gamora is dead, he basically ruins the plans because he couldn't control his emotions. He starts attacking Thanos, and he can't control his emotions of when they're trying to pull out the Infinity Gauntlet. So my perspective of it is that you have to understand that his mother's dead from the first movie. We learned that his mother died as a child. He just finished killing his planet father. The only one that really has a real heart to connection. Not saying he doesn't love the other Guardians such as Mantis, Drax, and Rocket, and Groot. But the one person that he loves on this universe is dead. Anybody will react just like StarLord. No matter how cool and composed he seems, he's still human. He still feels the emotions. He's going to feel the death. He just lost his girlfriend. Thanos killed her. He's gonna go ballistic. And I know for some people like that's out of character. No, they gave him that layer. That way we can see StarLord's flaws. And I really think that was a good call by the Russo brothers. So if you guys have any more questions and theories, so let me give you my quick theory on Avengers 4. The reason why Stark had to live, because I know a lot of people were shocked that none of the main cast of the original Phase 1 Avengers died. And I think that's because they're going to get their proper swan song in Avengers 4. Whatever Doctor Strange saw with Tony, or whatever he saw, which was the outcome that they won, will be the, I would say, basis and premise of Avengers 4. I think that either Stark or Captain America is going to die in the fourth one. And Captain Marvel, Black Panther, obviously will start the new Avengers, or they might even do the Illuminati angle there, or might be doing Secret Wars right after this. So let me know what you guys think of Avengers Infinity War. Let me know what you think of the theories, and hey, leave a comment below. And if you like us, give us a like and subscribe to TacosandGeeks.com. This is Justin saying later days. I'll catch you on the next one.